We're delighted to recognize Professor Cecilia Lynch from the Department of Political Science as this year's Dean's Honoree for Social Sciences during this celebration of teaching. She is an innovator in the classroom, online and in person, teaching an array of courses and bringing a transcontinental awareness of humanitarianism in Africa to her students, connecting students at UCI with their counterparts in Africa and with other experts around the world.
Professor Lynch, I am so excited to be able to see that you are going to be our Dean's Honoree this year. For me, this means that we're able to acknowledge the wonderful effort and work that you have put forth in creating an amazing partnership with Africa, with the scholars, with the students. If people take the time and they see the blogs and they see the work, it's captivating, it's motivating, it's world-changing. It is an honor to have you today as our Dean's Honoree, and I celebrate this with you.
Congratulations, Cecilia.
We're so excited.
One of my favorite moments in teaching usually comes about 2 to 4 weeks into a course when students realize that this is truly a collaboration in learning. And I also am benefiting from that collaboration. So by collaboration and learning, I learn from the students. I always tell them that I do, and I do. They learn from each other as well as learning from me. And that can happen in a few different ways. In my religion and world politics class, one thing that we do about week 3 in the course is I ask students, it's voluntary and it's anonymous, to share something about their own religious backgrounds, their family's religious backgrounds, why they came to a particular religious tradition or secular or non-religious or anti-religious tradition, etc. And then with the help of my TAs, I put this into a word cloud. And what's really interesting is our UC Irvine students tend to forecast, in a sense, some of the trends that are happening in national surveys, like from the Pew Foundation, for example, on religion. And I tell them that they tend to be at the forefront of these things. In this past quarter, they were asking, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Because they wanted to see where they fit. And indeed, once again, their responses were both very rich and varied in terms of religious secular traditions, but also very similar to and kind of at the forefront of some of the more national traditions. In my upper division writing class, around the 4th week, third week, students have to start sharing their material, or even before. They're writing on issues of humanitarianism because it's an upper division writing class. And that's a scary thing, but when they really engage in constructive critique and they realize that it's not so scary after all, and the mantra of that particular class is revisions are your friend. And after they get going on that, they really realize how helpful that is. And my hope is that then they don't leave everything to the end in the future. And then I teach an online course that brings together students from different parts of Africa, as well as students in the UC system, on critical perspectives on humanitarianism in Africa. And I really enjoy in that course the interaction with students cross-continentally, as well as between me and some of my colleagues on the continent. And students also really appreciate that. It's a fascinating forum. We have students both in the UC system and in Africa who have been involved in the non-governmental organization world, who've been involved in humanitarianism. And it's wonderful to see, to hear their perspectives, from which, again, I learn an awful lot, but also to have them share with each other. Finally, I just want to say that our students are terrific, and I'm very honored by this award. Thank you.